I was hoping on doing this video outside, but as of right now, it looks like the humidity in Texas is not on my side, so let's go inside.
1, 2, 3, let's switch this up.
Anyway, hello you guys, good morning and happy July 2nd. I can't believe it's already July 2nd. How are you guys doing today? Today I'm bringing you guys a Q&A of everything drill team related because all those videos that I've made, even a while back, got a lot of attention and a lot of people needed some questions answered. And I decided I was gonna make this video to kind of address all those questions. Subscribe if you will, please and thank you. And go follow my Instagram. It'll be linked down below and right here. First question I got to answer for you guys, it is from Addison Norton. So my tryouts are really soon, so if anyone has any tips, please let me know. I'm so nervous and I feel like I won't make the tryout. Okay, being nervous is literally completely fine. When I was a freshman, I was completely convinced that I was not gonna make the team. And then I did. So that goes to tell you that your own mind can be definitely more dangerous than, you know, your own ability. I think nerves are important to like push yourself and do your best when you're auditioning, but my point being, tips for you would be to be really hydrated that week, take care of your body because you're going to be dancing in the clinic and then auditioning, right? So you're gonna be really sore by the time the actual audition comes up. So really make sure to like, you know, take Epsom salt baths and like, you know, like eat really good food, like really feed your body, don't not feed yourself. Extra tip would be, which is something I actually did back in freshman year, I had one private lesson as I was doing the audition clinic, so that the day before I auditioned, I would have like cleaned the dance a little bit extra. Get a private lesson if you can. If you can't, completely fine. Literally don't need it, but I took some extra time to actually work on the dance that I had to do and my technique. So those are some tips for audition week. The next person who asked the question was Mad. So she said, I have realized that there's a lot of skills I need that I don't think I can learn in time, as tryouts are in less than a month. And I got you because I made a video for this. So if you want to see it, it's right here. I literally put every single basic skill that they might want you to have when you're auditioning, including kicks and even stuff that they might not make you do across the floor, but will probably put in the dance. So if you want to check that out for some help right there, I got you. Bella Rosa asked, can you make their drill team as a former cheerleader? I feel like yes, you can, but you have to have some sort of musicality, right? Because cheer is more of like sharp, sharp, sharp. And I know drill team has a lot of sharpness too. Like my neck itches, I don't know why. I would try to join a class, like a drill team prep class, or literally just go to a studio and do a drop-in class so you can get a feel of what dance is about. Like a jazz or contemporary class would really be helpful because you definitely will have the flexibility, right? And some of the skills might be easier because cheerleaders also do some skills, not the same as ours, but some. You need the musicality and technique. So yes, potentially, you could if you work for it. This one is by Julie Carson. She asked, do you take dance classes at a studio while being on drill team? And if so, how many? Personally, I don't have the time to. If you know me in real life, I am like a complete overachiever in school. Like I only take advanced courses and all that stuff. There's a bird flying and it's blue and I got really distracted from it. I feel like if I got home and I actually went to a studio, I would only be home at like 7. And then I would have like 3 hours of homework to do every single night. And that's just not something I want to deal with. I do take like the occasional dance class, especially during contest season. Like if I'm doing a solo, I'm always doing privates. I know that over the summer I have to take like 20 hours of dance. That's the only way I can stay on the team. So in the summer, yes, I take a lot of classes. No, I don't personally take classes in a studio while being on drill team. Nairia Chapter? Maybe, I don't know if I said that wrong. She said, hey, sorry that I'm late, but I want to try out this year and I'm teaching myself all the skills for a drill team because there's no drill team prep classes where I live. I got my splits down, but need to get my leaps. Do you have any tips? Just gonna plug this video again. I made a video with my best friend kind of going over every single skill that you need to actually try out for drill team. So go ahead and check that out. Even if you don't have drill team prep classes, go take like a contemporary or a jazz class because those are things that are gonna be useful to you. How to get leaps, you really have to like focus on plie and just throwing them up. Like when I first started, like my leaps were not that good, but I had my splits. So my teacher would always like yell at me and be like, you have your splits, you can go way higher on your leaps than what you're doing right now. And I think it's because when you're leaping across the floor, right, and it's something new, like throwing your legs up in the air, you're kind of scared that you're gonna hurt yourself or something, but you're not, because you have the flexibility, right? Because you just said you have your splits. So don't stress about it and literally just push your body to actually extend all the way to the back of the knee when you are leaping across the floor. Also, don't travel forward, travel up. Does that make sense? And then you can go watch my video if you want an actual demonstration for it. We have Antonella Mesa. Ooh, we have a similar last name. Does anyone know if I can try out for drill team for my senior year? I have no dance background, but I am practicing all the techniques that I've researched for. Camera very rudely cut me off, so I don't even know where I was. I don't know when your tryouts are. Ours are done a whole year earlier, so you would try out your junior year to be in the team senior year. So I'm not really sure, but we do have like first year girls that are seniors every year. So it would depend on your team and when you guys try out. Kizzy Michi asks, do you really need to be flexible to join? Yes, you do. Because some people are not like completely flexible, but they still work to make things look good. I would say you need really good technique to try out. Flexibility is something you can obviously grow on every single time, but it is also part of the tryout process. Like they will deduct points if you don't have flexibility. So consider like a medium between technique and flexibility, because you want to have both, but you do want to show that you are semi-flexible, because eventually you can grow more because you're going to be dancing every day in the drill team, right? The next question is from Emily. She says, I have auditions in a couple of weeks and I have everything down besides kicks and leaps. I can do it, but I'm not the best at it. Is there any way I could get a few tips? I know everything besides kicks. Good for you. I made a whole video about this and you can watch my best friend and I kick together. You are going into the audition without knowing kicks. It's just how everyone goes in there. They know that you never kicked before, so they're not as rough about grading it, but do pay really close attention to how they teach you everything, because the point of it is to see how fast you can learn and follow corrections and directions, if that makes any sense. Tess Lid here says, I have no experience in dance, but I'm flexible. Do you think I'll be able to make the team? I really want to make it, but I feel like it's hard. Okay, you want to make sure to take some classes, or there's girls who post like choreography for random songs who, you know, they just like to dance, so they post choreography and you can follow along. What I want you to do is just like focus on really dancing and knowing musicality, because while you might be flexible, it doesn't necessarily mean you have technique, and you have to have kind of like a happy medium for trying out for drill team. Definitely look at my video, look at other people's video. I actually know a girl who has some pretty good videos for dance and like workouts to help you strengthen your body, so I'll put her here. Take some drill team prep classes, like it's only $20. Literally take one and see how it feels, and that should help you see if you're ready to try out. Alexandra Jimenez asks, I'm really nervous. I'm a dancer, but I'm more of a hip hop dancer. Do you think I will fit in and it would be good to try out? Hip hop is so different than like what drill team does, because drill teams do a lot of jazz and contemporary and kind of like palm things, right? A lot of arm stuff. Hip hop is more body movement, which is obviously, it comes in handy for multiple things, but doesn't necessarily mean that you have the technique for it. So since you have the musicality, what you need to work on is the flexibility and the technique. So taking a few lessons again would help you out a lot, and or looking at videos on YouTube, but I would definitely encourage you to try out. The last question I have is from Taylor Maiden. She says, hi, do you have anything for lieutenant dance officer tryout interviews? I did make a whole video about trying out for leadership and drill team, so if you want to go check that out, that might help you out a lot. But for interviews, you're gonna be, you know, talking to a judge, and usually they ask you like, how will you better your team? What is something that you saw last year's leaders maybe didn't do as good on as they could have? What would you like to change? And I guess a big tip I can give you is don't make it all about yourself. Go make it very like team oriented, everything you talk about. That is everything I have for today. That's all the questions I'm gonna answer. If you have literally any other questions about drill team, comment them down below and I can make another video like this soon. And I also always answer on there. So if you guys are interested in drill team, I'm here to answer all your questions and help you guys out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful in any way, shape, or form. Don't forget to subscribe for more help like this. So keep going, keep growing, and keep doing you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.